بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today inshallah we are going to cover chapter 12 from the book Understanding Computers Today and Tomorrow, and we are going to cover chapter 12, which is titled Information Systems and System Development. We will start our lecture today by knowing the learning objectives of this chapter. At the very beginning, we're going to start by understanding what is the information systems and why they are needed. Next, we will discuss who uses information systems in a typical organization. So it means who are the users who are using this system, and what are their roles. And later we identify several types of information systems commonly found in organizations and describe the purpose of each. Number 4, explain the individuals responsible for system development. Next, we will identify and describe the different steps of the system development life cycle, SDLC. At the end, we will discuss several approaches used to develop systems. The overview of the chapter. First, how information systems are used by different levels of employees, and what are the common types of information systems, who are the computer professionals who develop systems and their primary responsibilities, the system development life cycle, and the major approaches to system development. At the very beginning, we would like to tell you what is an information system. What is a system from the very beginning? It is a collection of elements and the procedures that interact to accomplish a goal. Simple examples are football game, collection of elements, players, referees, audience, supporters, and so on. So these are elements. Procedures describing how can we tell if some team won the game or they have a draw, or the rules, for example, for a football game, it is 90 minutes of playing divided into two halves and so on. So all these elements and the procedures that interact to accomplish a goal are called a system. For a specific system that is an information system, it is a system that works towards a goal. So what is a goal in this case? A system used to generate the information needed to support the users in an organization. So there is an organization that runs this information system, and this information system is used to generate the information needed to support the users in this organization. So what is a digital ecosystem? As a collection of people, products, services, business processes related to a digital element. So Apple digital ecosystem includes Apple hardware, software, and online services. So what are the components of an information system? So the information system works on hardware and works on using softwares, given some procedures and data, and there are some users who operate this system and get their needed information from that system. So these are the 5 components of an information system: people, hardware, software, data, and procedures. The need for system development. Systems development is a process of designing and implementing a new or modified system. So if you have an organization, so you might need to start a new system. If you are a working organization and would like to update your systems, then you're going to modify your system. So in both cases, designing and implementing a new system, so you need to go through the process of system development. Even if you would like to modify your working systems, then it is again a process that needs to go to system development. So why do we need this system development? It might be required because of new laws or changes of the legal requirements for retaining business data. For example, something new occurred to the procedures, like e-disclosure. It was not included in the systems before, but now it is important. Also, the introduction of new technology, this will affect your old system. It will make it obsolete. Then you would like to make system development to adhere to this new technology. What is an enterprise architecture? An enterprise, it has many components that makes the enterprise work. The enterprise architecture provides a detailed picture for organization, its function, its systems, and the relationship among them. It allows manager to organize and maximize the use of information technology resources and make better decisions. It is not easy to develop and this enterprise architecture, and hence it requires time and effort. But once in place, it is an invaluable decision support tool. So the enterprise architecture gives you the whole picture of your organization and its functions and its systems and the relation between them. Okay, so if you have this big picture, detailed picture, then your manager will be allowed to organize and maximize the use of information technology resources. Also, what is a business intelligence? The business intelligence is the process of gathering, storing, accessing, and analyzing data in order to make better business decisions. Be aware that the system development is made to support the business, the enterprise, the organization. So the business intelligence term, BI, is the process of gathering, storing, accessing, and analyzing data in order to make better business decisions. What is the business analytics? It is under the business intelligence. It is the process of analyzing data to evaluate company's operation. So if you do this business analytics, you might find some gaps in the processes, and you would like to enhance them. Data warehouse. So this business intelligence, if you look carefully, is the process of gathering, storing, accessing, and analyzing data. So where are our data? So our data lies in these data warehouses. It's a comprehensive collection of data about a company and its customers. Also, there might be some data mart. Data mart is some sort of data warehouse, but it is smaller, and it typically stores data related to a particular subject or department. It is not for the whole company or for the whole organization. Also, below this business intelligence lies data mining. Data mining is a very common term. It uses intelligent software to find subtle patterns that may not be otherwise evident. So it does this pattern looking function. So for example, every year before the Eid, there are some products that are being sold more than any other products, for example. So discovering these patterns and deciding which patterns are inside this data and which products are related to which operations and so on is called data mining. It can identify processes that need improvement. It can be used for customer profiling. Who from my customers is willing to buy this certain product? For example, you see it every day while you are browsing on Amazon. If you are, for example, buying some product, it might recommend to you some other product. This is done using data mining. It is based on customer profiling. So every customer has his own profile, and the profiles of the customers are, for example, similar or related to each other, and that's why data mining comes in place. Web mining, it is data mining, but it's not just for your organization or company. It might access web data for mining. It is not just mining your own data. It mines your data and also web data. For example, Twitter and Facebook are good sources for mining, to understand the patterns of people and what they like and what they do not like. Text mining is a very special case of data mining. It works on data. It works on online forms. It works on emails. It works on call center notes. Example tasks on text mining, for example, understanding what the sentiment of the user of the product if he writes some review for you. then you can analyze this text and do your data mining task to text mining task to find if he's happy, satisfied with your product or not. Social media analytics is still, we are under the data mining topic. Social media analytics, mining and analyzing data from blogs and social media sites. It often used with massive amounts of data generated today called big data. So you understand from the web page of your product or your Facebook page of your product that customers are happy, or you understand they are not happy, for example. This is from your Facebook page for customer support for your company or whatever. So analyzing this big data and getting useful insights from it is called social media analytics. The number of blog posts for certain product are too much every day. That's why if you accumulate all this data along the time, it will be a very big source of information, source of data, and that is the big data. So okay, what are the roles associated with an information system? Who are the users who use this information system? It might be used in your organization by one person or all employees. For enterprise systems, the system is used throughout an entire enterprise. It means all people in the enterprise were going to work with this system. There is something called enterprise system. Inter is the one on the left. The one with this word means between enterprise systems. So it means between, used by a business and its suppliers. So it is not just inside the enterprise, but it is between something outside and something inside. So suppliers and other business partners are using this enterprise system. Some information systems are designed for management decision making. Decision making is a very important job for the managers and for the decision makers. So your information system should be able to help them, to support them, to allow them to find good decisions. The user groups inside this information system are divided according to their roles. There are executive managers on the top of the hierarchy. There are middle managers, make tactical decisions. There are operational managers, make operational decisions. There are non-management workers, make job-related decisions, and there are external users who are, for example, customers, suppliers, and so on. They deal with this information system from the outside. So from the inside your enterprise or from inside your organization, you have this hierarchy. Executive manager make the strategic decisions, middle managers make tactical decisions, operational managers make operational decisions, and non-management workers, they are not concerned about making decisions, but they are concerned about making the job-related decisions, how to make the job running correctly. Okay. So what are the types? So this is the second important thing to know in this lecture today is to determine and understand carefully what are the types of information systems and what is the description for each one of them. For example, the types of the system, if it is for office and user productivity systems, then it will facilitate communications, enhance productivity in office tasks. There are some more important systems like transaction processing systems, which process and record the business transactions. So by processing and recording the business transactions, you are working for transaction processing systems. There is a decision-making support systems which provide needed information to decision makers. There are integrated enterprise systems that integrate activities throughout an enterprise. There are some also design and manufacturing systems which help the design and or manufacturing of products. And finally, there's the artificial intelligence systems that perform actions based on characteristics of human intelligence. For the first type of information systems, the office and user productivity system. The office system, a system used to facilitate communications and enhance productivity. The document processing system is a hardware and software used to create electronic documents. So this is both of them are information systems for office and user productivity. Also the document management systems, it might store, organize and retrieve electronic documents, and we can see them for example, the one on the right, the image on the right, it is a digital X-ray. X-ray are one type of unconventional document, so it is also a document now being created and stored in digital form. So it is belongs to document management system. It stores, organize, and retrieve electronic documents. But content management systems they are also document management systems that also includes multimedia files, images, and other contents. So digital X-rays belongs to these CMSs. Communication systems allow employee to communicate with each other, with business partners, and with customers through their channels inside this information system. So it's a type of system, information system, office and user productivity support systems. It makes your life easier as a system that increase your productivity through communication and management with your information. The second type of information systems is the transaction processing systems. Processes and records data created by organizations' business transaction. It is usually processed in real time. Okay, so let us now contrast what is real time, what is the term that is against real time. Real time, it makes your processing instantaneously. You do this transaction and you process it right now. But there were in the history there was something called batch processing. Batch processing, in which a set of batch of transactions are collected over a period of time, for example, half day, 3 hours, 5 minutes, any time, and they are then processed together. But in the transaction processing systems, right in these days, it is usually processed in real times. There are some specialty transaction processing systems used in law enforcement and military. Also from these transaction processing systems, we have order entry systems. We have two examples, e-commerce systems and point of sales systems. The e-commerce systems processes and records the financial transaction performed over the internet, and point of sale system used for purchases that occur in person, such as Fathallah stores and so on. Also, transaction processing systems include payroll systems used to compute employees' salaries and deductions and payments, and also the accounting systems, المحاسبات, for example, accounts receivable systems, حسابات الواردات, وaccounts payable systems, حسابات المدفوعات, with general ledger system as well. So these are specific systems. They are all of them. They are transaction processing systems, but they are designed for certain activities. Decision-making support systems is a third types of information systems. It helps individuals make decisions. Management information systems (MIS) provides decision makers with regular, routine, and timely information that is used to make decisions. For example, it computes how many items you sold in this period of time, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, according to your analysis. This analysis, you might find some decision, but you are taking the decision. It is not taking the decision for you, but it is just supporting your decision. So decision making support systems, it is used to provide decision makers with regular, routine, and timely information that is used to make decision. It is usually, for example, management information systems usually provides information in the form of computer generated report. You can find detailed reports, you can find summary reports, you can find some exceptions or special cases reports. Much of the time, this information is generated from data obtained from transaction processed from the TPS, the transaction processing systems, most frequently used to make moderately structured middle management decisions, this MIS. And another system type of information systems is a decision support systems. So the last one was decision making support systems. Here, decision support systems, DSS, provides people with the tools and the capabilities to organize and analyze their decision making information. Typically are interactive and they provide more on demand, so information on demand. For example, what if analysis. What if I did this task? What is going to happen? Most often used by middle and executive managers who require unstructured, unpredictable, on-demand information. I would like to ask a question now. What if I'm going to release this product? What happened in the last few weeks? What happened when the dollar price increased? So, this kind of information, it is called on-demand. It is not routine in contrast to this one. It is not regular in contrast to this management information system. It incorporates internal and external data, usually tailored to help specific types of decisions, such as sales and transportation. These are the very important users to support these sales and the transactions decisions. Executive information systems. It is a DSS, a decision support system, targeted directly to the upper management. Another type of information system, for example, GIS, Geographic Information Systems. GIS combines geographical information with other types of data to provide a better understanding of relationships among the data. So this is a very special case. It is commonly used to make decisions about locations, new facility locations, disaster risks, geographical crime patterns, and also it is used in emergency relief and disaster relief systems to create search and rescue maps of where electrical power is restored and so on. And also we use GIS in our driving using GPS, for example. So this GIS shows the locations of crimes incidents based on the selected crime type, location, and data range. So for example, if you have a police department, you record where the problem happened or the incident, and then you analyze this data using GIS systems like Crime View application. Integrated enterprise system. It includes electronic data interchange, transfers data between different companies using the internet or other network. It also often used to automate reordering materials and the products. So this is for enterprise system, integrated enterprise system, and also there is enterprise resource planning, which large integrated systems that ties together all of business activities. Enterprise application integration, exchanging information from an ERP. So enterprise resource planning, called ERP, is very common word in types of information system. And enterprise application integration, it does exchanging information from an ERP to other internal system among different applications or organizations. Also inside this integrated enterprise system, there is inventory and the product management system, tracks and manages inventory. Inventory means what you are storing and what you are getting from the stores and so on. It can help optimize ordering, supply chain management. It oversees materials, information, and finances as they move from original supplier to the consumer. For the inventory and the product management system, just-in-time (JIT) resources are limited to the right amount to the right time to fill orders. And the warehouse management system, it acts as a complete distribution system. And the product life cycle management (PLM) organizes and correlates all information about a product from design to retirement. The fifth type of the types of information systems is design and manufacturing systems, and it is used to improve productivity at the product design stage and the manufacturing stage. The product design and the manufacturing. So this is can be used using computer-aided design. This is used as a computer technology to automate design functions, and computer-aided manufacturing, use of computer technology to automate manufacturing functions. This is a computer-aided design program that can be used to provide a variety of design applications. For example, You give this is the plan for the apartment, and then this is a 3D generated from this plan to see this is the design of the apartment. The last type of information system is an artificial intelligence system. The artificial intelligence system is a system which a computer performs actions that are characteristic of human intelligence. So what makes a human intelligent? Okay, we would like to move it to the computer. We would like to make the computer intelligent as human is intelligent. Initial advances in AI made through chess playing programs. For example, this playing games is very hard. It is not very simple like reading or writing. Reading is very easy, writing is a little bit harder, but playing games is much harder. So that's why initial advances in AI were focused on playing games, programs like chess playing programs. Also, Watson is an NLP, natural language processing program that understand text, understand language, and answers to questions. And that's, for example, on the left, chess playing game, Deep Freeze won the game. Deep Freeze is a computer program. It won the competition with Kramnik in 2006. And Watson is a AI program, NLP by IBM, won the Jeopardy champions in 2011. Intelligent system agents are programs. Intelligent agents are programs that perform specific tasks to help make a user's work environment more efficient and or entertaining, and that typically modifies its behavior based on the user actions. So the intelligent agent should make your life easier. For example, application assistants, personal assistants, shopping bots, entertainment bots, chatter bots may be part of semantic web. Okay, still we are under the umbrella of artificial intelligence systems. So what are the expert systems? Expert systems provide a type of advice that would be expected from a human expert and has two main components: knowledge base and inference engine. The knowledge base is a database containing facts provided by human experts and rules the system should use to make decisions based on those facts. And the inference engine is a program that applies the rules that is happened to be in the knowledge base to the data stored in the knowledge base in order to reach a decision. It is only as good as the knowledge base and the inference engine. So if your knowledge base is good, the inference engine program is good, then you have good expert system. And it needs honest, correct information from the user in order to work correctly. So this is how expert systems work in reality. On the right side you have this knowledge base, you have these rules, and so on. You have the customer database, you have this knowledge base, so you have this inference engine. Given the information from the customer database and the knowledge base as well, the user poses a query. So the user of the system, should we approve $700 purchase for Mr. Jones? After the engine ingests this question and looking at this knowledge base and this customer database, the inference engine will tell the user, yes, we should approve this $700 purchase for Mr. Jones. The neural networks, it is also a system inside this umbrella, under this umbrella of artificial intelligence systems. The purpose of these neural network systems is to emulate the brain's pattern recognition process. It is used in handwriting recognition, speech and image recognition, medical image diagnosis, crime analysis, biometric identification, and vision systems. So on the right side, it is used to verify a fingerprint. So you put your finger and then it verifies this is Fulan, and tells if this is the fingerprint of the one who is allowed to use the system or not. The robotics, again under the umbrella of the artificial intelligence systems, they study the robot technology. The robot is a device controlled by human operator or a computer program that can move and react to sensory input. Sensory input means a camera, means a microphone to get the input from, and so on. They are used in military. The military robots investigate caves instead of sending people to the caves and they might fall. They send robots. They inspect or investigate buildings, trails before soldiers enter to make sure everything is safe to proceed. Also in military applications, it locate and defuse explosive devices, and we have seen this in Al Alamein. You remember a long time ago there was some algham, some mines, and they are diffused using similar applications. It can also provide surveillance, and it is used in unmanned aerial vehicles. Unmanned, it means vehicles that is driven without human. Okay. Also, the exoskeleton suit. It is a wearable robotic system designed to give an individual additional abilities and protection. It is also has some this of this artificial intelligence in and robotic functions in it. It is not just for military applications. The robots can work for industrial and business applications as well, looking for gas leaks, intruders, other hazards, work on factory assembly lines. And this is from very long time ago actually. The robots that work for factory assembly lines, this is very long time ago. Mine coal, repair oil rigs, locate survivors in collapsed mines, facilitate video conferencing and other remote presence applications. And I think you have heard about the earthquake happened in Japan 5 years ago, and they used actually the robots to evacuate, to give evacuation instructions, and to also enter the areas that is very hard for human to enter, to look for survivors and so on. Personal robots, they are for service. You are having these robots for your service. For example, there is some robots that is cleaning your yard or cleaning your house, for example. And there are some entertainment robots, toy robots, robots designed for household tasks, mow lawns, clean floors, and expected to be more humanoid in the future. Humanoid, it means like human acting shape and functions. Self-driving cars. Google self-driving car has logged half a million miles during this testing. Need to determine laws and policies regarding autonomous vehicles before they are sold. This is the most important problem in this artificial intelligence system in the self-driving car. Who is going to bear liability? Is it the company who made the car, or the owner of the car who allowed the car to take this decision? How car and riders should be licensed, limitations on use for safety, how cars can be insured, how to protect cars against hackers, because everything of this is operated using computers, and the computer can be hacked. What is the societal implications of robots? It adds more convenience to our lives. It replaces humans for dangerous tasks. It monitors and assists and disables and the elderly. Concerns exist that are through artificial intelligence become closer to reality. A class of robots with the potential for getting great harm could be created. This is a problem. If you are, for example, making some program to help someone, it might help someone on a wrong means. So that's a problem. So let us have this quiz, and this will be the end of the first part of the lecture. A system using knowledge from medical experts that is used to help diagnosis patient would be a type of. So knowledge, it means knowledge based. So that's why we call it expert systems, or choice number C. And also it mentions here the experts in this part. Okay. True or false? An order entry system would be classified as a management information system. No, it is not an management information system. A robot is a device controlled by a human that can move and react to sensory input. Okay, that's it for the first part of the lecture, and later we will continue the second part of the lecture for starting with responsibility for system development, and then we'll go for the system development life cycle.